Coach Ty, and I'm here to break down the Friday workout. We are going to be hitting a heavy thruster today. We'll be doing some running, and then we are going to be doing a little push-pull combo workout that kind of looks a little bit like Fran. Not the rep scheme, but the movements and the intensity. So let's talk about it. Let's break down our movement standards, our key points for performance, and more right now. So kicking things off with a 1-lap run. That's going to do a great job of spiking your heart rate and getting you ready to move on that heavy thruster. We will be starting a 12-minute build to a heavy thruster. We will be starting that build with an empty barbell. So the whole build will take place during those 12 minutes, at which point we're ultimately going to find a 1-rep heavy thruster. Now the thruster, you guys all know, it's a squat into a press. We're going to need full depth at that bottom position and full extension, arms locked out at the top of the movement in order for it to count. Now we talked a lot about the thruster last week, some bracing mechanisms. That was more related to when we're resetting. But when you're going to be going really heavy today, that bracing mechanism is going to be imperative in order for you to A, control that stretch, control the way down, which is going to result in a more optimal transfer of power as you drive up and punch that bar overhead. So it's going to be very important to stay braced, to stay tight as you descend into that squat. Keep that mid back nice and activated. You want to be nice and tall. I like to say tall and tight, and then drive out of the bottom. Another thing that's going to be important is maintaining balance through the midfoot. As thrusters start to get heavier, you start to kind of wobble and sway. So balance through the midfoot, gripping the floor is going to be a very helpful cue for you to make sure that you're transferring power optimally in a nice straight line and we don't have any sort of energy leaks forward, back, or side to side. So balance through the midfoot, nice and braced as we descend, and we want to think fire out of the hole. So while we're controlling the downward phase, boom, we don't want to get stuck at the bottom position. That's kind of the whole goal. We're resisting that stretch, boom, to drive that bar overhead. So we are still going to own that position. When we're going to do our warm-up reps, we're still going to demonstrate control, but your goal during the actual heavy lift is going to be how quickly can you hit that bottom position, have good ownership of it, but then fire out of it, okay? So that's going to be the goal of the thruster. Again, make sure you're nice and locked out. Give a nice squeeze, abs and booty. When that weight's overhead, make sure it's locked out, you own it, and then you can drop that barbell. Boom, you got your 1-rep heavy thruster. After that, we're gonna get into a 4-rounder that consists of 9 thrusters and 10 pull-ups. That's gonna be 4 rounds. You just hit a heavy thruster, so you're gonna get a significant drop in the weight. That thing's gonna feel like some feather weight. It's gonna feel light, barbell's gonna be moving quick, and it's gonna be a good time. That's going to be a nice push-pull combo, so you can rest some of the muscle groups you use on the thruster while you're doing the pull-ups, and vice versa. So that's going to be a nice little superset for you, or couplet, if you will. Once we complete those 4 rounds, you're going to get into a 300-meter run. Nothing to it but to do it, race to the finish line, and have some fun. That's all I got for today, folks. I'm Coach Ty. I'm signing off. Peace out.